And I thought our focus was really good on what we needed to do to take away the three-point line, to take away dribble penetration. But at some point, you got to match their toughness on the glass. And, the goal really was, before the game, can we be even? Now internally, do you think you can be even? I don't know. But I knew, hey, if we could be -5 or 6, we'd have a great chance. And then offensively, we got back to being who we are, because we got stops. So playing in transition, moving the ball, and then, on the biggest stage in big games, your best players got to play great. Talon played great, Mario played great, Lindell was great off the bench. But you saw a true team today. Guys pulling for each other, guys genuinely happy for one another. Thought our bench was really good when they needed to be, and this was a good win. This was a good win to get a lot of momentum. Obviously, tomorrow night, whoever we play is going to be really tough. But obviously, we got a great fan base here to help us out.
How much did you challenge them to match Baylor's physicality? It looked like a focal point.
Yeah, it had to be. And I brought up, we try to talk about the past a lot here from a standpoint of just we've got young guys, guys that haven't been here a whole lot. And I brought up the West Virginia game here 2 years ago to where they beat us twice and kind of beat us up physically. And that can be a toll on you mentally because the more you get beat up on the glass and second chance points, the slower you become as a team offensively when that's really the strength of our team. And I said, man, at some point we got to belly up and we got to compete the right way defensively on the glass. And I think you saw a really, really point emphasis with that, where even at the very end, Nick Babb going in there and grabbing one, and Talon grabbing a couple, and Mike getting a big offensive rebound late. And I mean, you go down the line, but it was a huge focal point, and they responded.
Three-point defense really stepped up in this game. They hit a couple of early ones, but you guys seem to really lock down.
Yeah, I mean, they hit 4 probably before the 12-minute mark, and that really kind of kept the game, right? I mean, I think actually it took the lead, right, 17-16. The thing that and Mason hit, Kegler had a wide open one to start opposite, the bench. Mason made one tough one. But after that, I think they went a half with 5. And so the last 12 minutes, we only gave up 1 3, which was huge. And I told the guys, if we could give up another half where it's right around 30, we're going to be hard to be beat today because we're already at 40. And we know if we do things the right way, we'll get at least 20 or 25. And, the three-point line was key. They still made 9. I think they made 1 late, at the very end. So really it's 8. And our goal was 8 or less. We were hoping to be 7 or less. 8 was the goal. We were hoping to be, no more than 7.
When's the last time you felt like you guys played this well, this complete?
Oh, man. Kansas State, I guess. What was that? Right before we went to this the little 3-week stretch where we weren't very good. I thought Oklahoma, though, we played well at home. I really did. TCU, we played well for a half, but put ourselves in a hole. The games we just didn't play well at all was, West Virginia from the get-go, and then Texas really the last 30 minutes. But this was our most complete game, obviously, since Kansas State. But I think our guys are focused. They're back focused now. They played together, like I said, and I thought we had a really good attention to detail on what we need to do to win today.
Was there a concern that you weren't going to see this team play like this at any point in the last 3 weeks?
No, I mean, I really thought, sometimes seasons gets long. Sometimes you get hit a little bit, and you got to figure out when you're going to respond. But you knew they were going to respond at some point. I think guys are fresh right now. We've had a couple of days off before we came over here. Practice was really good and competitive, and we got a good team. And you're not going to keep a really good team. We're not going to go out like that. And so it was great to come over here, get some momentum. Obviously, to hopefully finish this tournament out the right way, but going into NCAAs.
How much does a stage like this inject life into a team that's young and maybe just needed a little bit of rejuvenation?
Yeah, I hope they see what this thing's all about now. And tomorrow night's going to be even crazier. But how good is our fan base? I mean, it's incredible, man. You look around the country, man. There's not many fan bases that do what ours does every year at this time of year. It's just, and that's the one thing you don't want to let them down because everybody. They got plans for the weekend, to be here. And so now they got basically 2 full days they can run around, what's it called, Power and Light.
Do you know how much this win helped the economy here in Kansas City?
A lot, right? Bush Light, and Bush Light, both come.
Is Tally available this weekend?
Yeah. We'll put something out on that. He's done nothing wrong. He got bumped in practice the other day. It's more precautionary while he's set out. But let me talk to Vic on what, exact. But he got hit in practice the other day, in a collision. And so we're just being cautious.
When Taylor gets going like that, how dangerous of an offensive player is he?
He's really good. You know, when he's making shots and the floor spread, and he's tough to keep off the dribble, and he's being, you know, more direct, going A to B instead of going like A, B, C, D, E to get to F, just going boom, direct line. He's tough, and you know, the and one at the end was really good, but you know, when he's making shots, that just really adds another element to his game.
What about Shayok in the second half? Seems like he can always score in the second half of the game.
Yeah, I think he's a good player. And then I think the guys did a really good job of finding him. And we went like 3 in a row, made them. And then the fourth one was, it was either the third or the fourth one that it was basically in and out. That really would have, you know, brought the house down, I thought. But, you know, really good player for us. Starting to get his legs back, you know, obviously because with the foot injury.
It looked like you guys were trying to play faster with the outlets and stuff off. Is that how you have to play a team like Baylor? Because whoever you play tomorrow night is pretty similar.
Yeah, I mean that's how we need to play. We don't need to even on makes we need to play that way. And that was our biggest point emphasis this week. We got to get back to who I want us to be and who we need to be, and that is we need to be the best team converting from defense to offense, makes or misses. We got to get a lot more misses to play off of, obviously. But, man, if we converting the right way and guys getting it out of the net quick or guys rebounding outlet it quick and guys really spreading the floor, then we're going to get the ball moving right away. And then, obviously, when you got Talon out there, Tyrese, Lindell, Nick, Mario, guys like that, they're tough to guard and good offensive players, we're a tough matchup. And I thought Lindell did a great job off the bench, not settling, really putting pressure on the paint. Our guys were dialed into what we needed to do today. That was the biggest thing I'll take away from this.
How do you expect Mario's foot to react on that?
We'll see. You know, he practiced yesterday. It's the first time he actually practiced. He shot when you guys were out here. But then when we went over to UMKC, you know, we didn't do a whole lot, but he was engaged in all of our shell actions and closeout drills and all that stuff. And so, obviously, you know, he's probably in the whirlpool right now or cold tub. And then, you know, we'll just monitor and see. But, you know, like, again, even if we go to Saturday here, hopefully, he's still going to have 3-4 days to regroup and rest. You know, good luck, Coach. Congrats.
Congrats.
Yep. He'll have 3 or 4 days to, you know, maybe 4 or 5 days based on if you even play on a Friday. So he'll be fine.
How do you sustain this and not think, you know, for the guys not to think it's going to be easy to keep rolling, backslide back to the last couple weeks?
That's the challenge of our job. I think the biggest thing is let them go out there. They're going to watch a half, and then let us coaches go back and really try to figure out whoever wins this game. And then when we get them in film tonight at 9 o'clock, really hit them in the head about, hey guys, you know, every time this year we've tried to climb the mountaintop. Perfect example is the home game against TCU when the ratings came out. We got hit and we didn't respond. And the good thing about today was, you know, Baylor responded early and we responded.
Tyrese shot the ball,
Yeah,
scored the ball.
yeah.
What did that do for you guys?
Well, the two, I thought what was big is when they came out of the gates early in the second half and they scored, he answered both those threes. And those may have been two of the biggest shots of the whole game because it weathered off their one run. And they really never made a run in the second half. You know, he was more aggressive. A couple of possessions he was maybe too aggressive, but really good. Those two big threes he hit to start to get us to 44 were huge.
When you